Today we're talking about the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. I'm guessing chapter 3. Chapter 3, the law of process. Leadership develops daily, not in a day. Anna's Shriver was 101 years old when she died in January 1995. For years, she lived in a tiny, rundown, rent-controlled studio apartment in Manhattan. The paint on the walls was peeling, and the old bookcases that lined the walls were covered in dust. Rent was $400 a month. Shriver lived on Social Security and a small monthly pension, which she started receiving in 1943 when she retired as an auditor for the Internal Revenue Service. She hadn't done very well at the IRS. More accurately, the agency hadn't done right by her. Despite having a law degree and doing excellent work, she was never promoted. And when she retired at age 51, she was making only $3,150 a year. She was treated very shabbily, it said Benjamin Clark, who knew her as well as anyone did. She really had to fend for herself in every way. It was really quite a struggle. Shriver was the model of thrift. She didn't spend money on herself. She didn't buy new furniture as the old pieces she owned became worn out. She didn't even subscribe to a newspaper. About once a week, she used to go to the public library to read the Wall Street Journal. So basically, there's this person who is old and when she was 101, I'm guessing she didn't buy anything new or didn't buy anything because maybe she doesn't have a business. So I'm gonna go into that. Windfall. Imagine the surprise of Norman Lamb, the president of Yeshiva University in New York City, when he found out that Annie Shriver, a little old lady whose name he had never heard and who had never attended Yeshiva, left nearly her entire estate to the university. When I saw the will, it was mind-blowing. Such an unexpected windfall, said Lamb. This one has become a legend overnight. The estate Annie Shriver left to Yeshiva University was worth $22 million. How in the world did a spinster who had been retired for 50 years but an 8-figure fortune? The answer is she did it one day at a time. By the time she retired from the IRS in 1943, Annie Shriver had managed to save $5,000. She invested that money in stocks. By 1950, she made enough profit to buy 1,000 shares of Stirling Plow Corporation stock, then valued at $10,000, and she held on to that stock, letting its value build. By the time she died, those original shares split up enough times to produce 128 shares worth $7.5 million. The secret to Shriver's success was that she spent most of her time building her worth. Whether her stock's value went up or down, she didn't sell it off with the thought, I'm finished building, now it's time to cash out. She wasn't for the long haul, the really long haul. When she earned dividends, which kept getting larger and larger, she reinvested them into additional stocks. She spent her whole lifetime building, while other older people worried that they may run out of funds at the end of their lives. The longer she lived, the wealthier she became. When it came to finances, Shriver understood and applied the law process. So I was wrong. So when that person retired, that person had something $1,000. I'm pretty sure $5,000. And then that person invested in stocks, and then the older she got, the more wealthier she became. So like, and that person, like, every day she was like doing like the stuff that made her like more wealthier. So yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe. Bye.